back. Brent, this is pretty big news, right?
Yeah, it is, Jen. Now, a lot of you at home have been emailing Fox 61 about this. Comcast putting a data cap on customers and charging when they go over. All of this coming at a time when families are doing work and school from home and watching more movies and streaming entertainment. If you use too much data, Comcast was set to charge an additional few dollars, up to $100 per month. Well, just hours ago, Comcast announced that it will delay charging the fee for 6 more months. So that gives you until July. It will also make some changes to its termination fees, policies, and disclosures. This all coming as Attorney General William Tong says this is an issue he's focusing on. He says the announcement from Comcast is not enough.
We've looked into it, and this makes no sense at all for Connecticut and Connecticut families, which is why I object strongly to Comcast imposing a data cap and urge Comcast to immediately cancel and abandon its plans to impose this data cap and the additional charges on Connecticut families, or at the very minimum to suspend implementation of this data cap for at least a year. You know, it's really wrong and frankly unconscionable to ask people to pay more for broadband internet service at a time when they are both relying more than ever on their broadband internet service and when they're least able to afford it.
Attorney General Tong believes internet is as essential as gas and water and electricity to families and should be regulated as such. He wrote a letter asking for more information on the data cap plan and how it will impact customers in Connecticut. He also wants Comcast customers to contact his office to give information on how they use data and how easily this cap is exceeded. Now listen to this, though. Comcast put out a statement saying, in part, 1.2 terabytes is a massive amount of data that enables consumers to video conference for 3,500 hours, watch 1,200 hours of distance learning videos, stream 500 hours of high-definition video content a month, or play more than 34,000 hours of online games. It continues, our data plan is structured in a way that the very small percentage of our customers who use more than 1.2 terabytes of monthly data and generate the greatest demand for network development and capacity pay more for their increased usage. For those super users, we have unlimited data options available. More to come on this story. I'm Brent Harden, Fox 61 News. Jen and Ben, back to you.